G'day folks. Well, today we're going to troubleshoot a Panasonic inverter microwave. I haven't done a video on how inverter microwaves work, but I'll do one shortly. For now I just want to work out why this isn't working. This is my normal everyday microwave. It was a Christmas present from my uncle, who's a air conditioner and appliance technician. My mum received an identical unit from the same batch, delivered the same day, and it too has the same problem. Now it's not dead, it does, the magnetron and everything works, but the turntable doesn't. And according to a few quick Google searches, a lot of people have this same problem. The microwave will run, but the turntable won't work, or it will work whenever it wants to. Not every time, it'll just work every now and then. So I'm going to pull this one apart and find out what the hell's going on and the best way to fix it. Now of course, if you don't have experience in high voltage and electrical safety, I don't advise you try this at home. Inverter microwaves are a lot safer than normal transformer based microwaves because they don't have that big deadly capacitor that stores a lot of charge, and they don't have a MOT, which is very current, or pretty much not current limited at all, but they still do put out enough power to kill you. And I'll go through a bit more safety later on, but yeah, don't try this at home unless you really know what you're doing. So hopefully this will end in fixing this microwave. If not, it'll probably end up in pieces on the floor, because as it is, it's useless. I mean, you can stop it every few seconds and turn your meal manually, but if you leave it in the same place, you get a hot spot, and that hot spot starts absorbing more and more radiation until you get a burnt spot, and the rest of the food's still frozen. I found that out doing frozen lasagnas. If you cook a frozen lasagna in this, it'll develop one or two hot spots which will absorb all the radiation, and unless you're on the ball and you keep turning it regularly, you'll end up ruining half your meal. So a microwave without a turntable that works is pretty much useless for cooking food evenly and properly. So let's get this cover off and find out what's going on. I can't tell you the model number on this one, because it doesn't even say it on the back panel. It's all in Chinese, and that's about it. No model number, no details. It's just a standard run-of-the-mill Panasonic inverter. Okay, well, I've got the beast open, and as you can see, there's a few PCBs. There's one down the bottom, there's one up here, and the main control board. Now you'll find that and that are very common with any kind of microwave. That is not. That is the inverter drive, and if I can get this plastic case open, I'll be able to see it a little bit better. But it's rather more encased than the last one I've played with. But yeah, you can see inside there's a transformer of some kind, a couple of diodes across it, some polyfilm caps, which I don't believe ever harbour any amount of residual voltage. Someone can correct me on that if they want, but yeah, there's a drive IC and a bridge rectifier in there, nice high wattage resistor, but yeah, we won't crack into that because that's not really the concern at the moment. The main concern is the turntable, which runs down underneath. I'll probably have to peel open the bottom of it. There's a metal knockout there, which also appears to have been pushed in at one stage, but that shouldn't be the problem because these seem to be dying quite regularly. Hopefully it's not the motor. I can just hotwire it so that it runs off the lamp power feed, as the lamp hasn't failed at all. And if it's a 240 volt motor, I can just hotwire it so that it comes on whenever the light's on. If you open the door, the light's on. If it's in cool down mode, I believe the light's also on. But yeah, there's ways of fixing it. As long as you can find a constant power source for it when the machine's running, that's all that matters. There's a little thermistor on the magnetron there, as opposed to the old thermal switch like that one up the top. That one there. So yeah, I'll peel that little access panel off the bottom of it and we'll see what this motor's like. Put the multimeter across it, see if it's receiving 240 volts or any kind of voltage when it starts. If it is receiving voltage but not running, then And maybe we do have a fried motor, but a lot of people have concluded that the control board could also be fried because that's what drives it. I believe it's this wire here that comes off and drives the motor. Alright, got the little service panel off. And they don't make them like they used to where you could unbolt it. You actually have to cut it out, then turn it around and screw it in with a new screw if you want to access the motor. It's all cost cutting, it's just part of the punched sheet metal piece. But let's turn this thing on. Well, it is plugged in, but we'll say use my usual program. Yeah, we're getting power. You can hear the mag working. Got little dents in the mag. Okay. I think it'd be safe to say we've got a dead motor. It's not the drive board, which is quite a relief. I should have a motor that'll fit this. It's held in by one screw and a locking tab on the other side, and it looks like a standard synchronous motor. It's just a shaded pole motor with a big gear set on it. Was it 5 RPM, 240 volt, 50 Hertz, clockwise and counterclockwise rotation. Easy. Yeah, I can fix this thing easy. Not going to end up on the floor in pieces. Oh well. I'll see if I can rustle up a motor out of my inventory. If not, I'll find one soon. Before I check the shelf, I thought I'd check the back of the Jag. Because I picked up a heap of scrap while I was at Brad's place. And there's a gutted Panasonic microwave in it, which we've already pinched the plastic front panel for to protect my eyes while we imploded that big television. So, since the bottom panel on this is even the same, it's the same little cover, I think it'd be worth seeing if the turntable motor's the same. You gotta peel these things open like a sardine can. Ooh, looky. It does look the same. Slightly better quality though, this one's made in Japan. I think that might fit. What do you reckon? Yeah, I reckon that'll fit. Hey, it looks the same. Pretty much a generic servo motor. You find these in photocopiers, microwaves, heaps of appliances. You find them on the back of mechanical timers. I've seen them on defrost, big defrost time units. Loads of things. My old Minolta CF2001 has 3 or 4 of these. Could be 4. And what they do is just rotate the agitators inside the toner poppers. They're a very standard motor. I've still got 3 or 4 on the shelf. But just for the hell of it, we'll take one out of a donated microwave. Right, it works. Cool. I'll turn this thing off and plug it in. It can fit inside that hole. Alright, let's give this a try. Alright, it's turning. Can't see it very well, but it's turning. It's just all fogged up so because it's damn cold out here. Angry microwave noises. Yeah, it turns, it works. Beautiful. Thank God it wasn't the control board. Well, it's not that it's that hard to fix, it's a 240 volt motor. Just wire it up to the lamp. Whenever the light's on, the turntable's on. I mean, no one's going to lose an arm from a rotating turntable when they stick something in the microwave. Of course, the Australian Health and Safety Organisation might have something to say about that. Hell, they visited my workplace a couple of days ago and said we need big guards over the chucks on the lathes. I mean, how am I supposed to turn big blocks of umpy when I've got this guard sitting over the bloody chuck with a cutout switch on it? Second a bit of swarf or something binds up around it and hits the guard, it's going to shut the machine down. Bloody OH&S nuts. I'd be quite happy if my microwave kept turning the turntable when it was open or running. But that's done. I'll put the cover back on, and thanks for watching. Hope it helps. Well, actually, we'll pull this motor apart just for the hell of it. Yeah, let's autopsy the motor. Can't go to bed just yet. It's getting a bit late, but let's pull this little motor apart and see how it failed. I'll get my mum's microwave soon and do the same thing. I'll just swap it for another motor. Okay, all the gears are good. They're still lubricated, they're not stripped, they're not missing teeth or anything. It's all still good and clean. Try and get them out of there. It's a hell of a reduction. There's the motor's rotor. Yeah, it's still good. It's a permanent magnet. Still spins free. Couple of wires in there going to the main electrical power input. Trying to separate him without breaking. Alright, well that's the motor coil, and immediately I can smell toasty motor, and you can see it's gotten hot. The tape started to peel off and there's a band of discoloration around there. So she's gotten hot. This motor's actually burnt out. It's not a mechanical failure. Yeah, the rest of the tape seems to be melted onto it. Yeah, you can see the discoloration in the centre of the windings. Which is toast. It's not a bad burnout, but just enough to go open. Then again, it might have gone short, but yeah. Should put the multimeter across it, see what it reads. Probably a bit too late, but I'm guessing it went open since it didn't start shutting the microwave down. It didn't blow the main fuse. If it had gone short, it would have shorted 240 to neutral, and yeah, it would have taken the main fuse out. So it's safe to say that that's gone open, as they usually do. Gearbox midsection, main housing and spindle. Really nothing to them. Cool, that's done.